was part of that. All the men on the other ships can tell you that the battle of Senna was amazing.
I'll fire all the 9 yards if I find any more bandits.
The body parts were flying up into the air to where I could almost catch them.
Jeez, that's very morbid.
Pretty awesome, though.
True.
So, I do have another question, Game Master. Sorry about that. About
Go right ahead.
the details and the surrounding. How was like the weather, and are there any other types of obstacles, as in heavy winds, rain, anything like that?
Glad you asked. It's a rather nice day out right now. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's really sunny, and you're kind of in a desert area. It's rather hot, but because you're used to going through rather warm and humid climates, you're kind of adapted to it already. The surroundings, the only obstacles you can see at the moment are the mountains. Now, the mountain to the west and the mountain directly north of you makes it impossible for the Mobula to make it through due to its narrow size. But if the...
I am pretty girthy.
You're rather wide, but you're one of the fastest ships of the group right now.
Yeah.
Now, if the Pyramidion wanted to, it could probably squeeze through that gap. Now, I want everybody to roll a d20 right now. We're rolling perception.
I fail.
10, 9, 8, and 11. Alright, I'll give this one to David.
She's coming up on the starboard bow, sir!
Wait, how'd you know? I'm just kidding.
That's kind of hilarious that...
Because my ship is facing off the starboard bow, I believe.
Kind of hilarious how we rolled
8, 9, 10, 11.
No.
That was pretty funny. But anyway, everybody's got their perception rolls. I'm going to give it to David as the only one that notices this. Everybody else sees it as a clear day. Your engineers on each of your ship are holding spy glasses. They're all looking around, trying to spot anything they can find, looking for trails or any signs of ships. Nobody sees anything, but David hears a slight humming. He's not sure where it's coming from or what it could possibly be. And it's rather quiet. Can't really point out where it's coming from, though.
Going for your mic.
The only noise you should hear is a fan pointed at me right now.
That must be Catalina, my Russian mail order bride, under the table.
Yeah, she's vibrating
Oh, jeez.
furiously right now.
I'm
Her and her
scared.
toys.
Oh my god.
She doesn't
Vibrating
speak a
furiously.
lick of English or common, but she does know the word deportation.
Indeed, sir.
I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
Blow my ship up now with Tiamat. Just go ahead and get it over with.
You'll get yours soon enough, sir. Anyway, everybody's got their perception checks. Everybody failed. David hears a slight humming. What do? Do you try and signal your ships to say you hear something to try and be on their guard, or do you ignore it?
Now, where's this coming from?
You can't tell. You just hear a slight humming. It sounds similar to your engines, but it's like really loud and bumpy. But
So-
again, it's very quiet.
So can I look behind the ship? Is there anything behind the ship? I don't see anything visually on each side of the ship.
You and all the other ships have engineers right now with spy glasses, all looking 360 degrees. They don't see anything. And you ask your engineer if they see anything?
Yeah, of course. I'm on the mic.
Yeah, one more thing that I forgot to try and tell you guys is you're the captains of your ships. You have 3 men each, 1 gunner, 2 engineers. Each of your engineers can heal the ship, different parts of the ship one at a time, and your gunner's main job is to fire. What your how this is going to go is each turn you each get 3 points to use. Now your points are used by firing a gun, moving your ship, or healing the ship. Now you can use these any way you want. You can have 2 engineers fire a gun. You can have you can have your gunner fire a gun, move your ship, and then have another engineer fire. Or you can do what I said the first time and move, fire, and heal. Or you could stand still and do any
What is
combination
Jason
of the
talking
other
about a
two.
Russian mail order bride? How's that offensive? Talking about a Russian mail
Now,
order? No,
moving.
it's not. Come on.
When moving, you can actually attack while moving,
I'm gonna buy one.
which is just
Point
something
blank.
special because this is
I
Guns of
say it all
Icarus
the
and you
time.
can fire guns when you're moving. But the catch is, when you're moving and you're firing, your gun requires a round to reload. All the ships this applies to, except for the Goldfish. Goldfish has a special when it comes to his heavy-mounted gun at the front. If he rolls his to-hit macro, you will see at the bottom it says requires a turn to reload. Now, when he fires that gun, he has to go an entire turn without firing that gun.
Oh, that.
You still have 2 more guns, though.
That's for the
that's the-
typhoon, right?
That's the actual hit. You need to 2-hit the attack.
Zevia, you
Oh.
know too much English.
Yeah, sorry,
you know
I'm
too
used
much
to
about
saying 2-hit,
American
but I set up as attack. So he
society and
requires a
culture.
turn to
You are
reload.
ineligible.
That
When you say
stings.
a round to reload, does that mean one of your 3 points?
No, a round as in the rest of the round. As in
And a turn is 10 rounds?
what? No, as in when you fire it, you cannot fire it again until your next turn. Whereas who is it? Frack, he has to actually wait through an entire turn without firing it. Everybody understand, or did I explain it wrong?
No, I understand.
I don't see anything about. I see all my guns are facing forward. I see the range
you
and
don't-
everything. I don't
you
see
don't
any
have
reload,
any-
so
Reload is a universal thing, so it's a rule that I'm going to explain. Well, that I did explain.
okay.
You fire a well, it's kind of common sense. When you fire a gun, you empty the clip. You need time to reload it.
Yeah.
So all guns require the rest of the round to reload. Now, again, as I said, when you're moving, you can attack, but when you start moving, it's either you continue to move through your entire thing, or you can stop halfway if you want. But once you stop moving, you cannot move anymore.
Okay.
And another thing with the guns is you all have immediate reactions with your close range guns, as in 20 feet or shorter. So as in the barking dog and the flamethrower, the immediate reaction is if a ship is moving in front of those guns and they have not been fired your previous round, they can be fired during your enemy's turn while they're moving. This applies for all ships. So say Dave, you have the 2 flamethrowers mounted at the front.
Mhm.
Say a ship is moving in front of you, you can attack using both of them if they both have their rounds still loaded in them.
Okay. So yeah, and then I get 3 points per round. So moving is 1, and then 2 shots are the other 2 points, right?
This is during your opponent's turn. It does not cost you points. As long as the ships that are moving in front of you are moving in front of a short-range gun and that gun has not been fired, you may attack with it.
Okay, gotcha.
Same goes for the Gatling gun. So both the Junker and the Goldfish have the Gatling gun, and you can use it as a close-range weapon. Pyramidion has the flamethrower and the Barking Dog, and the Mobula has the 2 flamethrowers. So you all understand how that works then?
Yep.
Now you have to tell me while the ship is moving in front of me, or else you forfeit your attack opportunity. So this is like real Guns of Icarus. If you don't notice it fast enough, you lose your opportunity.
Okay.
All right. So everybody understand the rules so far?
Yep.
I got Frack. Anybody else?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah, is there an
Pretty sure.
initiative system, or do we just
Your initiative
Call
system
it
comes
when we
up last when I'm done explaining everything.
Okay.
I'll get you guys into your initiative soon enough. Now, anybody want to do anything before we start up?
I'm
Any
good.
questions?
I definitely alert the other ships. That's for sure.
Okay,
So
you.
is it
Okay.
is it possible to fly up and over other ships or under them?
No, this is a 2D game. I'm using the
Okay.
3D plane as a means of dodging. So, say I attack you with somebody and they miss. I'm just gonna say that it went over or under, or went through your ship and completely missed. Like in between the balloon and the hull. I'm only using the 3D plane. The rest of you are working on a 2D plane.
Okay.
Alright, any other questions?
Can you ram ships?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask that. But yes, there is a ramming system. Your ship is terrible at ramming because of its light armor class,
Yeah.
but
I have no point either.
yeah, you would get a lot of damage done to you in comparison. But the only ship here that could actually survive getting rammed is the Pyramidion, which has a special ability. It means whenever it hits a object, it does not take ramming damage. Whereas the rest of you, if you were to hit, say, a mountain, you would take damage to your engines and hull armor. Frack would be the only one that could take the physical hit from a mountain and not take damage. Not Frack, the Pyramidion.
That would be me.
Yes. Any other questions?
Nope.
Do we all understand it then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now where was I? David, you said you were going to signal the other ships?
Oh yeah, I've already been signaling them with my the flares and smoke and anything else that I have available at my
Okay.
disposal.
You pull out a red flare, and you start sending a smoke signal. Your engineers on everybody else's ship, all your engineers notice the smoke signal and relay this message to you. You all notice that David is uneasy and is aware of a presence that is not us.
Okay.
So, what are you going to do with this information? This is the role-playing point.
Okay. I'm going to tell my gunner to get on the front guns, engineer, make sure the engines stay working. And we have 2 gunners, correct?
1 gunner, 2 engineers.
Ah.
One of your engineers is on spotting duty.
Yeah.
He's standing there with the spyglass, just like everybody else.
Yep. I tell my gunner to get on the front gun, and my engineer to watch the engines. Make sure they don't go kaput.
Everybody else do the same thing then?
Yep.
Yep, pretty much calling general quarters.
Yep.
Alright then, so everybody's in agreement that they're gearing up and getting ready to go. Now, as I said before, the opening to the west between those 2 mountains is very narrow, and the Mobula could not go through it normally. Yeah, the The Pyramidion notices this and starts signaling everybody to move around the mountain the other direction. Everybody notices, and you all begin to move eastward. You can all take your initiative rolls. Just everybody roll a d20.
Oh wow.
Nice, Frack. Seems like earlier.
GG, Frack.
Yeah.
Alright, I am missing, I'm missing, who am I missing? 1, 2,
No
3,
one.
4. Oh, I'm not, okay, I keep counting myself. Oh dear.
Wow. What happens here?
Okay, David, the turn tracker is the only thing I have not used yet. Could you help me out with it real quick?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Just right-click the token, and very top option should be add to tracker, add to turn order, and then you can literally type in the number, or the player can actually.
Alright, so who's a Pyramidion again? Storm?
Yeah.
Okay, you got a 12.
And you have two ways of, you can either right-click on the, well, you can actually click on the sprocket, and you can do descending order, or you can just kind of drag and drop them as well within the tracker itself.
User joined your channel.
Yeah, looks good. Looks like everybody's good to go.
Yep.
Alright, so everybody's in the turn tracker. Alright, everybody turn 90 degrees east. Make sure you all have room.
Duncan, you need to turn.
Not 90 degrees, 45. Sorry. Brain fart. Fix yourself, Junker. There you go. Alright. Now that everybody's turned, I'm going to say the Junker moves forward 1 square. Move diagonally. There you go. Alright, as soon as you do, that humming that you heard earlier gets louder and louder and louder.
And
I don't notice
shit
it at
rolls
all.
up.
I don't notice it at all.
Yeah, Frack, you don't notice it at all because you're on the other side of the, basically the mountain range right now.
The mountains are blocking my sound. I'm referencing my
But-
horrible perception roll.
But at this point, the engine is so loud that you can physically hear it, no matter, even if you got a 1 on your perception, you can still hear it. That engine is really loud right now.
Okay, fair enough.
And in between the mountains, you see, as soon as I can get over there, you see a ship. A Pyramidion, to be exact. The ship is too far away to see the guns, so you cannot tell what it has on it. But what you do see is the flag.
I am sitting in silent fear.
I just put a flag on its macro bar. But you see the flag. And everybody, including David, recognizes this flag. This flag is the flag of a bandit fleet that used to guard the city. What you're seeing is a remnant of this very bandit camp. Right there, as a reaction to seeing you guys move, he is going to fire his guns.
Zoinks.
Right at the Pyramidion, in front of him. Oh, did I say you guys are firing against accuracy? I think
Yeah,
I
you
remember
did.
saying that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't get an AC. You have to beat an AC that is set per gun. Now tell me what your attack is, and I'll pull up my sheet and I'll tell you if you hit or not. But that 26 hits.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
damn it, hits Storm. I'm trying to remember who's who right now.
Yeah, it hits me.
Wouldn't be a game if Storm didn't die.
Yep, he's not gonna die, but his hull armor is gonna take 163 damage. You are all now in combat. Now
Yo.
just let me get the everybody in the turn tracker. Hold on.
So wait, which one did you say was armor?
The middle one should be
Green?
Yeah, green. All right, so just subtract that 163. And while we're in combat, I'll teach you what the engineers can do.
Can we fire through mountain tiles?
You cannot. You need line of sight. And you're all pointed in the wrong direction, except for you, but I'm not sure if you can hit from where you are.
Well, you could always turn again and ram the poor bastard.
Hey, Robert, this is actually what one of the
Unfortunately,
viewers came
the
up with.
Pyramidion is just barely small enough to fit through there. It would require expertise in piloting to be able to get through there, to maneuver between those two without ramming into anything. And everybody's main job here is to protect David.
Okay. Dave, you're the crutch.
I'm the crotch. Got it.
The crutch.
Yes, indeed, you are. Now I'm going to start rolling.
The crotch.
I'm going to be rolling everybody's. What is it? Everybody's turn. You'll see turns appear, but you won't see the ships yet. Oh, wait, do you guys see the names?
No.
Okay, you don't see the name of the enemy ship?
Nope.
Okay, because I'm looking at Dave's stream and I see everybody's names, including mine, but I don't see the Pyramidian's enemy on the turn order in Dave's stream.
Yeah, I don't see the.
Yeah, we don't
enemy
see
name.
its name. Its name is the soon-to-be dead guy.
And he'll remember that when he's attacking next.
I am last.
The bulging codpiece stands ready to take on all comers.
Oh my gosh. That is ridiculous. I like it.
User disconnected from your channel.
on that note, Rob just left. Oh god, that's hilarious.
Alright, that's everybody. You are now in combat. First up,
Okay.
Pyramidion. You've heard the rules. I will tell you how the engineers work. Each
Alright.
engineer can heal up your ship's armor, but cannot heal the hull health itself. Once that hull health reaches 0, you are dead.
Alright, so
So, the engineer can, if you choose to heal up with the engineer, I will tell you how much he heals your ship for. So, go for it.
now with a movement speed of 5,
5 squares.
so that would be I can do
25 feet, and well, you can go up to 25 feet if you use the ruler.
Right, but so if
Can
you
you
say
hold your action in this?
Well, what do you mean?
Like, Modula
Delaying.
is pretty much boxed in. Yeah, can you delay your action until there's room and then go at the end of the turn, or is that not done?
You guys, well, you can choose to skip your turn. You can choose to not use your points, but you cannot use them other turns. You don't use them, you lose them. You'll get 3 more points next turn.
Okay.
But what I would suggest for you guys is I would suggest going around the mountain. There's plenty of room for both of you to fit on the west side mountain. You can both go.
you mean the east side for those two.
West, east. Damn it, I always get that confused. I was doing so well till now. East side, sorry. So anyway, I would suggest going around if you want my suggestion. But it seems like our Pyramidion is going to attack the enemy head on, so go ahead and choose what you want to do, Storm.
Right, so let's see. Moving like that would be 2, right?
What, turning the way you did?
Yes.
No, that count as 1. That's only a 90-degree movement.
Okay.
But I'm going to say right now, with the way your ship is right now, you would not be able to make it through there right now.
Right. But
You
would
can
I be
still
able-
attack.
Okay, so I should be able to with the flat cannon, right?
Yes, you can. And like I said, you have 2 flak cannons mounted at the front. You can use both if you wish. But you moved, so you have 2 points left. And once you stop moving, you are done moving.
Okay, so to attack, you said with the flat cannon would be the attack button first, right?
Yeah, flak attack.
Well, echidna attack in this
Echidna
case.
attack. Yeah, I used the regular names for everything except for the flamethrower. Okay, you're using the flak. Where'd my sheet go?
Where you left it.
I put it behind me. That is a hit with a 17. Go ahead and roll damage. Okay, that's 70 hull damage. Anything else for you? You still have 1 action left.
Okay, so how would I go about the healing with the armor?
You tell me what you want to do.
Well, I'm asking about the healing the armor.
Do you want to heal the armor? Is that what you're asking?
That's what I'm asking.
Okay, then your engineer goes to the hull armor and begins to whack it with his wrench.
Okay. And that's what?
There you
pretty much
go.
it?
I put it up for you.
Okay.
Okay, you're done with your turn. Next up, Mobula. What do you wish to do? Dave?
Seeing that all of my sorry, I had my mic muted, but seeing that all my guns are front mounted, it really doesn't look like I have a whole lot of choice here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is maybe I can rotate my ship over to the, let's see, maybe 90 degrees left.
You can do that.
So
We're
that
supposed to be protecting you.
That's there you go, 90.
okay, so that would be considered 1 movement if I'm understanding this correct, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so I'm at 48 feet. So I want to align my Mercury sniper rifle towards the balloon of the ship, because you told me hull armor is really not good, but I want to go ahead and shoot